All right, folks, we got Chris Vallimont on here, pitcher in the Orioles organization. You were in AAA last year, right, Valley?
Correct. Finish up here in AAA.
Okay. I know Valley from when he was with the Twins, when he was in Wichita. Valley got drafted by the Marlins, correct me if I'm wrong, in the 2018 draft,
Yep.
and then got traded to the Twins, and now he's with the Orioles, right?
Yep. Got traded to the Twins in 2019 and then over to the Orioles in 2022.
Right. Sweet. So, first of all, we're fired up to have you on here. Super
Appreciate
excited.
it. Thanks for
We're
having me.
trying to get our following up a little bit, and guys like you help that out, and hopefully have a little bit of fun with it too. So, lead us into the questions. Tell us a little bit about Mercyhurst and a little bit about Erie, PA.
I
Both
mean,
both baseball wise and just in general.
baseball wise, kind of tough just because it's cold most of the year. Um, Summer, everyone's traveling anyway, so kind of difficult to get in there. Kind of just get in where you fit in, I guess.
How
But
how was baseball alone at Mercyhurst? Like, what was the vibe like?
baseball alone was more like learn from the players. You see, right before I got there was Dan Altavilla, who's now with the Red Sox. He was drafted by Seattle in 14 in the fifth round. And then you had Colin McKee, another one after that, who was drafted by the Astros in 16, I believe, my freshman year. And it was just kind of like you see those dudes get drafted early on, and you just kind of like take stuff from them and just want to be better than them. Like, I don't know, more
Like a little
dog
bit of a
eat dog
mentorship type of thing.
mentality.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Mercyhurst Division Two in Pennsylvania, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What conference do you guys play in?
The PSAC.
Is that like same
The
conference as like Shepherd and those guys?
Shepherd just moved into it this 2 years ago, maybe. So when I was there, we never played them. But it's like Westchester, Millersville, Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, teams like that.
Oh, Silver Rock, that's a good one. Did you guys ever make any World Series or anything like that? Regionals?
So we made the regional every year I was there. Um, Lost in the regional championship my freshman year, and we won it my junior year. Went on to the World Series. Didn't turn out too hot down there, but
Did you
hey, we had
throw?
some fun.
Did you throw
Yeah,
at the World Series?
we had some fun while we were down there, but
You'll
uh,
leave it at that.
yeah, just say that.
So since you got drafted, you've been with a couple different teams. Um, what's your favorite organization? You've been with three. What's your favorite organization you've been with so far?
I would have to say Minnesota, strictly because I think I was there the longest. Just met more people. I had that time to build a connection with more people. Also, those years in Wichita were probably the most fun I've had playing baseball so far. I mean, but just that every day, like going to the field every day was just fun there, I guess.
Didn't seem like a job.
No, not at all.
Scoochie,
Top
you got a question for him?
top down, you had good guys. Top down, you had good guys all around. Like I said, you had Borrego was there, Louis, Verge, all of them just made it like a fun environment.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So, Valley, on a day where you know that you're going to pitch and you're going to throw, whether you're starting on the bump or whatever, what does your routine kind of look like from like wake up or the night before, wherever it starts, wherever how it finishes?
I usually wake up pretty early. I don't know if that's the thing with most starters, but I think just kind of like knowing that you have to throw the anxiety that morning. Usually waking up around like 7, 8, make breakfast, kind of do my thing, go get a coffee or something, come back, take a nap, and then kind of just like mosey around until I have to be to the field at like I would say 3 o'clock for a 7 o'clock start, and then kind of get there and just go through my whole routine, stretching, throwing, and into the game.
So
Yeah,
you're not still doing your early routine where you come in and bother the clubhouse guy for 2 hours and then get on to your stuff?
Well, yeah, that's why I
You've
figured.
grown up from that. You've grown up a little bit from that Valley.
Oh no, that's never gonna change. Get in at 3, start stretching like 4:30. I got an hour to see what I need, see what's missing.
Oh man, that's funny. What were you gonna say, Scoochie?
My next question is, so being a AAA guy, when you kind of get like a sponsorship with the glove company or like cleats or what have you, how does that work? Do they contact your agent through you? What goes on there for you to get a glove or whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much everything now goes through my agent. Even before I've had the Ballinger group, Jeff
Mhm.
Randazzo, and he's been awesome. Anything that I've needed from the time I got with him until now, it's been there relatively quick. So
I think going more in depth with this question, do you kind of tell him what you're looking for, or does he just come to you with options?
I can go to him and pretty much say, hey, like this is what I want. He's pretty realistic. Like early on, I was like, hey, can I get something with Nike? And he was like, they've been dropping a lot of people, so we're probably
Yeah.
not gonna get there yet. But no, I mean, if I really wanted something, also they can just get it for me. Whether it's you don't necessarily have to have a deal with somebody. And with me being how I am with cleats, like just liking bright stuff, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not really. The brand loyalty isn't there for me, at least the cleats and stuff yet.
How many pairs of cleats do you go through in a season, would you say, if you had to guess?
Probably close to like 8 to 9. Just
Oh,
Easy.
different colors here and there. Yeah.
He had a pair of Kobe's. What
dude.
were they like? Just white shoes that they painted Kobe's on
Mm-hmm.
when he's in
So you
Wichita.
had a guy to like custom make them or get them customized with acrylic paint or whatever, and he did that for you?
Yeah, pretty much every year I'll go to Stadium Custom Cleats now, I believe it is. When I first started, it was KD Custom Mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pretty much get one pair from them each year.
Dude, that's sweet.
You've played in quite a few stadiums. What is your least favorite stadium you've played in? And to sidebar off that, worst clubhouse food. Other than Wichita, I know you're gonna rag on me for.
No. Worst clubhouse food is probably when we went to
Midland.
Yeah, Midland.
Midland
Was pretty bad. As far as clubhouse, it was just small. Worst place was probably Little Rock. Strictly because we went there in the middle of the summer. I'm from Erie. I didn't even think it got that hot. Especially in Arkansas. I was sitting in the dugout. The dugout was like an oven. Didn't make it any cooler. Yeah, that had to be probably one of the worst weeks. Jacksonville was pretty miserable last year. It was a rain delay. You knew you were going to the field with a rain delay. You just didn't know how long, when it was going to be. You might start the game at 7. You might start the game at 8:30. You're going to play, at least for a little bit. So that was pretty annoying. But
interesting. I like hearing that kind of stuff just to see what guys' takes on and what they point out as good and what's bad.
Also, I was in the New York Penn League. Vermont wasn't very fun. That's also with the Athletics. They kind of send you through the ringer there. Them and Miami both kind of send you through the ringer.
That's great. I don't know anything about any of those smaller stadiums up there.
Yeah, the first place I ever went was Batavia, New York. There's about 150 fans at every game, maybe. Then you went to Clinton, Iowa.
Yeah, how was Iowa?
Iowa was not the greatest. Here we go with this.
What is
Iowa was all right.
yeah. I've never been up there either. Clinton's with who?
It was with Miami. And then when they redid all the pretty much cut out low A or rookie ball,
Yeah,
they took the hit too.
I got you.
Which, I mean, it was like a glorified high school field. Depending on which way the wind blew in, it either smelled like dog food or the corn processing plant.
Now, what's the best stadium?
Early on, I would probably say Dayton. Was one of the nicer places I played at. And then obviously Wichita, as far as just facility wise, that was probably the nicest.
Probably don't have the atmosphere yet. It's so young.
Yeah.
But facility wise, yeah, it's pretty darn nice.
Definitely did it right there, facility wise.
Yeah. Yeah. Scoot, you got anything else for him?
Obviously I played baseball in high school, whatnot, and I had my own. But what are some superstitions that you had, if any?
High school, throughout college, every game day, I'd have my grandma would make me a ham, bacon, cheese, and mushroom omelet every single game day. High school, I kind of got over it in college once I started taking care of my body a little more.
Yeah.
I got over. I would have honey buns and chocolate milk before every game. That one just kind of got
started to take care of your body.
Yeah, that one kind of got heavy twice a week.
I can respect that for sure.
Speaking of taking care of your body, what is your typical? I know you've been injured a couple off seasons, but what does your typical off season look like?
I really just look at the walls of my house because it's so cold in the air usually. There's a facility down there that has it was an indoor golf dome, and they took all the golf stuff out of there. So now it's just like an open, 100 by 50 turf area. They let me throw in there, and then I have my local gym that I've been going to for a while. But yeah, I kind of just go from
you got your own little routine though. You don't have a trainer or anything in the off season?
Yeah, I mean I have my own trainer. I've been going to him for years now, every off season. Jeff Lewis. I got connected with him in college, and kind of just been going back. James Conner, actually worked with him.
Oh wow,
a while back.
Nice. That's a big name to think about.
I got a good one. If you don't want, you can answer this as in detail or as broad as you want to with this one, or even if you don't want to. You got bases loaded, 3-2 count. What are you throwing? What do you trust enough from your stuff?
It really just depends on who it is. Probably it depends on the game too. Whatever's been working for me. Some days it could be the changeup, some days the slider, some days the fastball. It kind of just all depends on the batter. What's been working that day. Not really. I guess I wouldn't necessarily say I'm afraid to throw anything in any count.
Yeah.
Certain days I might not throw certain things.
Yeah.
But kind of really just depends on the day.
Do you got one that you would say you would trust more than any other, just going into knowing before you throw even a pitch on the day, that one should be on for you that whole day?
Probably slider or fastball. Those are usually the go-to when I need to. I started throwing some more, added some more to the repertoire this year. So it'd be maybe one of those, maybe that. It just kind of depends, like I said.
Yeah, for sure.
What's Chris Vallimont got to do this year to get back on the 40-man, get in Baltimore?
I think really the thing for me is just being consistent, not having the games where I think it was my first game with Norfolk. I gave up like 6 doubles, a bomb the second pitch of the game. My head was just
Whiplash.
Oh, it was bad first day there. Second game, I think I went 5 no hit. So it's really just not going way up, way down, way up. Just kind of staying consistent, staying level.
Yeah, cause I mean, I'm not a baseball extraordinaire, but I think just the MO for you is you got the stuff. You just gotta make sure you got it all the time, right?
Yeah, kind of hone in on the zone a little bit, not have really just not let my bad games control the damage, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Have some damage control here this year.
Yeah. Last one, at least in mine, I don't know what Scoochie's got. Last one on my paper is biggest name you've faced. So biggest all-star or biggest guy you faced or biggest name, I guess you'd faced.
Probably Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, in Wichita.
Yeah. Wander Franco.
Oh,
I faced him a couple times.
how'd you do against those guys?
Julio, me and him had a good at bat. We've had a couple good at bats. I think I walked him once or twice, and I punched him out once. Wander, same thing. But my thing with them is, at least while they were in the minors, more or less, I'll walk you before I get put on your highlight tape when you get called up. I don't want to be the one that's getting taken over the scoreboard. I give up my fair share of majestic home runs.
Yeah.
But let's not have it be Julio or Wander, because I don't want to see it all over ESPN and people be like, oh, hey, you see that bomb that Julio hit off of Valli? My friends are ruthless anyway. Yeah, let Dallas get a hold of that one. I won't hear the end of it.
Foxtrot Talks is blasting it live, baby. Right. My last question from my end is I did a little research myself, saw a picture of you at Mercyhurst, and you kind of had some hair coming out of the back of your hat. What different types of hairstyles have you gone through in your career?
Well, college, my first year, we kind of had to keep it short. Cut.
Yeah.
And then as the years went on, the coach kind of got a little more relaxed year after year. And then I went short my first year with Miami, same thing. With Jeter, the first year, you had to have clean shaven, couldn't have long hair coming out of the hat. And then after that, I haven't really got the top of my haircut. I have a bun right now. I know you can't see it, but I've been rocking the bun for a while. Last year I had braids. Just
braided Valli.
Kind of doing whatever with it. Like I said, just having fun, because I don't know. I'm thinking about cutting it all off too now.
Oh, but lifestyle change.
That's the thing. I just can't commit to it yet. I haven't been able to commit to chopping it and letting it go.
That's funny. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get from Valli. That's what I'll tell you.
I respect
that. Did you throw against the Twins the other day?
Oh yeah.
How'd that
go? Not too shabby. First hitter was Rosario. Second pitch, ambushed fastball, hit it, cleared the batter's eye. I don't know where it landed. It might have been field 3 of our facility, which is a mile. It was windy though, so it was windy. It was windy. That's all I'm gonna say. Probably wouldn't have got out on a normal bet, you know. I faced C-Dub. That was fun. We actually had a really
C-Dub.
good bat. Yeah,
Dude,
I
he's
gave him
letting it flow. He's letting the hair flow.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I went down to Fort Myers probably like last weekend, right? Yeah, last weekend to see everybody. I saw C-Dub, Fundy, Neff, all the Sim, all the homies. How about this? I texted Amar the day before and I was like, yo, bro, what's up? Answers
Nothing.
instantly. Answers instantly. Who's this? I said Valli.
Oh,
All
he
right,
did. He hit you
sweet.
right back.
Right back. After that, just doesn't answer. So he knows it's Valli and then just doesn't
Oh,
answer. I was like, that's worse in
that's
the first
tough.
place. And then, so I'm busting Amar's chops the next day. As I'm talking to him, I get a text from the number that said, yeah, I don't know who either one of you guys are. So he got a new phone number. And I was like, dang, you're lucky because I was about to give him I thought I was throwing the third. I was about to give him a fastball to the head. Be like, oh, now you know who it is now or no? But yeah, they texted me and made sure that they were like, oh yeah, I don't know who either one of you guys are.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, cool. We're gonna wrap this up. Valli, I appreciate you getting on with us.
Yeah.
We'll send you the link once we get it posted. Fired up about this one though. You guys
if you
say
guys want
what?
to do that one where you can actually see me and there's some light, we could do that too.
Wait, hey, we'll get once the
but-
season starts, we'll get you on. You probably
Yeah,
are you
we'll
gonna make
get-
a Norfolk probably?
Yeah, for a little
Okay.
bit. Hopefully to start there.
Yeah, maybe hopefully just what, April, then you can get up there.
Just after Nashville, I'll be good.
Oh yeah, Norfolk's double A. Okay, I got you. Cool. Well, we appreciate everything. And like you said, we'll definitely have you on again. And then you guys play tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think we play every day now.
Sweet. Who you guys got tomorrow?
Good question.
Oh, Jesus. You're throwing and don't even know.
Dallas. I look at the schedule. They tell me when to be there. I show up. Ain't nothing changes. I don't know. Every day is the same now.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
We got 185 more to go.
Good Lord. All right, Valli, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me.
Yep. Nice to meet you, man.